Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today I have something a little different. We are gonna do a recap of nails, but I did a week of freestyle fills and I just had the funnest week. So I'm so excited and let's get into it.
I think the girls with their nails done now.
So I go back and forth a lot on the concept of a nail fill. I do love to switch my shapes up and like switch out my lengths and really just do a lot of different designs. Although like I totally respect the fill itself. Like people who can do fills, who like do it on a regular, I think that is like just a skill that I don't really practice and don't really have. So it's always been impressive to me and I've always kind of avoided it because it's just something that's like different and scary. We've done it before. I had a great time. So I figured I would try it again. And part of me is like, what if I just filled my nails forever? Like I wouldn't grow them out. Obviously, I would keep them like my manageable lengths, but I don't know, like how long is the longest nail fill that somebody's ever had? I tried to research that, but I couldn't find a lot of information. Just so like the people with the longest nails, which seems to be a pretty common search. But you know, I couldn't find a lot about like who has been filling the same nail without it like coming off for the longest time. I love the idea of like the infinite fill. But I don't know how much of it we'll be doing on my channel because I definitely am dying to like wear some longer nails. Like I put on these BT Art Box tips a couple weeks ago. They've been serving, they're cute, I've been functional. I don't want to function anymore. I want to struggle. I want to be on hard mode. You know, can't open cans, can't pull up my socks. That's what I want. Nobody's gonna ask me to move furniture in their house. Like, so I definitely have some like longer nails planned for us. I'm going a little bit back and forth on like the ideas and concepts that I'm working on. Sometimes I feel like I get in these like creative ruts where it's like I'm still doing these cute, fun things, but I think back to like my Megan Thee Stallion hiss nails or the Chaperone sword nails. Maybe because I mean the celebrity inspired nails was like my favorite stuff, so maybe I just have to get back into that. I don't know, I just felt like those were so creative and defining moments that I want to get back to that. Some aesthetics that I'm really into right now is like club kid aesthetics. You could think about the early club kids in like the 90s, 80s, 90s in New York. But then I've also been really into like the current club kids in like Europe. I don't know, they're just doing a lot of really cool stuff out there. They're like a collective, it's called Opia. I've been all over them. They did this whole collab with Converse and it was really cool. But there was this one look that stuck with me and the person in the look just had drawn all over themselves in like magic marker. And I was like, next time I go out to the club, I am recreating this. Like that is just so, it's cheap, it's fun, and it's easy. It's all three things I like. Oh my God. My friends and I were gonna go see Chase Icon. If you've ever listened to them, they had a show here in LA and I love Chase Icon. I was so excited. And so I recreate this look. It'll be on my Instagram by the time I post this, so definitely go check it out. But I did it and everyone thought I was insane. Like all my friends were like, what are you doing? Like this is scary. But I'm just here having fun. I'm like, we're pre-gaming, we're doing all this stuff. We get to the show at like 11, which, you know, for a club, like 11 is early. Or like, I would say 11 is on time. It's over. The show's over. Like it ended at like 9. And I was like, it's Friday night. What the hell? God, if that doesn't explain the recession, like, we can blame the venue. I got mad at my friend because she knew the set times and didn't say like, oh, maybe we should get there to see when Chase is actually performing. So, I don't know. The point being, the club kid aesthetic, the marker look, like scribbly, scratchy, just weird. Like, let me be weird. I have to be weird. I have found that out. I can't come on here and be normal. Or just like go outside and not do what I'm gonna do. And my friends are like, why did you attack a moving train? The moment called for it. It spoke to me. Like in LA, like there's a lot of just fake going on. And I'll be honest, I love it. I indulge in it. Be fake, live a fantasy, whatever. But I do still have to live my truest authentic self. Several things I don't want to do. Don't want to come on here and not be myself, and I don't want to come on here and just complain about shit. I think it was like a couple weeks ago when my AC went out. I was just thinking about that, and I was so angry that it disrupted the whole process because I love my routine. I love doing these videos. It is like my art. And so just having something throw a wrench into it, like, it's obviously frustrating. But then I was like, I'm coming on here. I'm not even like talking about the nails or the products or what I'm doing. I'm just sitting here complaining about how hot I am. And who wants to watch that? Who wants to listen to that? I mean, if you want to see some rando guy on the internet crash out, like, over nothing, here we are. But it's not what I'm here to do. So I was just a little annoyed that it put a little damper on things. So I apologize for that. There's always gonna be something that throws a wrench in here. You'll see in this video, I lost film. I know my audio in some of my lives has been going a little weird. So I've done a little rearranging of the nail studio, which is very exciting. I know I've been talking about upgrades, and I know you guys don't get a lot of insight into that because you see me and you see the nails. But there's a lot of like wire, cable management, robot arms that are just holding things up. And it's busy and cluttered, but you guys only get to see the fine, pretty picture of me. Hopefully things should just improve. I'm working on maybe getting more robot arms to just solidify things in place. I also think the broken AC was making some of my equipment overheat because I got like a weird error or something on my hard drive, and I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God, I lost the film. Another wrench thrown into the things, and I was like, And I think part of that was just like, sometimes my small problems now feel like my large problems that were back then, and I have to like really organize those because the big problems are done. They're back in Nashville. I don't have to deal with them. My little issues, like a little leaky AC, I am equating it to when I was in Nashville and there was like shit water pouring out of the light socket onto my car. So you see how that's a little different than a small leak? But my brain just went into panic mode immediately. And I was like, girl, just put a trash can under it. Oh yeah, no, my old place in Nashville, I loved that house though. The only problem, it had bad plumbing. Yeah, and like for some reason, one day, actually it like happened like 3 times, but when it did, the water wouldn't go down into the pipes. It would just either fill up the bathroom or leak into the garage through the light sockets, which was crazy. And once my, when it was happening, I think it was maybe the first time, I didn't quite know what was happening, and so I tried to flush it. Black water like regurgitated out of my bathtub, and I was like, absolutely not. Like we went. So it goes back to organizing my stress, you know, like I don't have to freak out on small things. They can just be small things and they can just be there. Anyways, so I'm not trying to like get electrified by poop water. I've also been finding that in the process of creating a nail video, like I have to do other things than the nail video. I have to go rack up experience points in life and then come back and we can talk about it. Like all that nonsense, like go outside. I am a homebody, so I love a video game moment. I love to like play my Dark Souls, play my Minecraft. It's important to go outside these days. Show your face. Otherwise the terrorists win. On another note, lately I feel like we as a society are definitely past our like recreational AI phase. I'm pretty over it, but it also makes me nervous because I always know there's something next. There's always gonna be another thing, and it's like, if we had AI and it did all this, like what's after that and what is like happening? So that makes me nervous. But I, try to be excited about innovation. As scary as it is, what does that mean for nails? I know I mainly talk about like the products that I'm using in like my lives, but lately, all the stuff I've been using, I've been really enjoying. I tend to just grab things that I like. So, if you are interested, I definitely have links down below. Go check those out. The links will redirect you. They're kind of new. So if they give you trouble, just let me know. But yeah, I've got like discount codes. I have like other stuff down there. Can confirm new music is coming out. That is just like a weird side project that I like to do sometimes. But we have a song coming out. I'm very excited. I am actually working on an album. It's hard that stuff is hard and it takes so much time. I like wish that I could do more, but you know, 24 hours in a day and your girl needs to sleep. All right, well, that is about as much time that I have for it today, but I do just kind of want to show you these nails. So the first one we have is kind of I always call these a Corteza star nails because it's just like purple and spaced out. It's a classic, I think, for me. Love those. I had a weird random inspiration for like Titanic. I don't know what I was watching where it came up, but we have our like heart of the ocean type nail. I think that is just super cute. The next one we have is our just kind of like cyber sigilism butterfly. I think this one might be my favorite. Honestly, I'm having a hard time picking. It was just mainly stickers for this, just super cute, loved it. I also loved the discontinued Y2K Princess Polygel from the Femi Beauty and McCart collab. That is just such a pretty polygel. The next one we have is our Sanrio Hello Kitty. I also have to shout out this polygel. It's the Eevee Patty Gel Amethyst. So pretty. And we just played around with some foil and of course had to stick a Sanrio charm on there. And the last one is our like cat's eye malachite nail. That is stunning. I use that like weird swirl technique that I think people have been doing for a long time. It never really goes out of style. It works wonderful. It was so easy. Highly recommend. But I'm so happy with these. I've been wearing them for, I don't know, like a week and a half now, and they're holding up strong, but I've got some plans coming up for us. I'm really excited. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.